So we are going to the next challenge. So yesterday it was digit challenge. Today it is switch challenge. Okay. Compared to yesterday, guys, today you are not going to have a hard time doing calculations. Okay. I can assure you that. Okay. There's no hard calculations today. Today is all about seeing how concentration. I'd say concentration. That is how I can explain it best. First, what I'll do is I'll just make sure that I 1 minute. It's just look at this. Just look at this. I'll tell you what this is, but have a look at this. Look at this and try to understand something. Okay, I'll just log in another device. Right, Yamini. Oh, people have started giving answers. Okay, so seems like I don't need to teach anything today. Yeah, see, I've not even opened my mouth, and people have started giving me answers. So that is why I said today is going to be a easy one. 2413, sir. Arrangement of shapes. Okay. Yesterday's question answer, sir. Yeah, 518. What are you talking about? Yesterday's question answer. What does it mean? 1 minute, guys. Hello. Get started, Gabe. Okay, sir. Net problem, sir. Have you spoken anything? No, I've not spoken anything, Malik. So I find it very hard that you are. It is very disappointing for me that you're experiencing net problem today. Because you are my pillar of strength. If you're not there, then how will I do it? Right. Could you explain the question? Yes. Yeah. Finally, somebody wants to know how to do this question. Okay, I have some work today then. What's the question? Okay. Right. Minutes, guys. I'll just give you an overview of what this is. Then you can start. So most of you got the answer, but still I have to tell you a few things because if they twist the question, then you won't know how to do it. So you have to better listen. Okay. Right. Now, the challenge is called Switch Challenge, and they gave this name Switch for a reason. Okay. I'll tell you what reason it is. But before that, have you seen this? Have you heard this word function? I'm sure you would have heard this word function. Okay. Now, you would have heard this if you're a computer science student or if you've learned programming, you would have heard this word function. If you're a mathematics student, you also would have heard this word function. Okay. Actually, it is from the mathematics name of function that the computer science name function came in. So if you want to look at it that way, what is a function? If you think about a function, for a function, you'll give some inputs. Okay. Whatever the logic that is written inside of the function, or whatever is inside the function will process the input. Okay. Processing could mean many things. Okay. And it will give out an output. Okay. Now, for example, okay, guys. Now, for example, just imagine. I think we take all this for granted. Okay. Let us say you have a system and a printer. Okay. You have a system and a printer. Okay. Now you type, or let us say I all this are this PPT that you're seeing here is done by me. Okay. So it came out from my mind, right? So from my mind, I gave this system or my laptop an input. Okay. That input is what you're seeing. Okay. Now if this input, with this input, I give this input. Now there are things that the laptop should do to convert my keystrokes and my mouse movements, all this, to make it like a picture that you see. Okay, there are many things that happen inside. But do you see all those things? You don't see those things, right? Whatever is happening on the inside, you don't see those things. But whatever I wanted to convey, I'm giving input to this laptop, and this laptop is giving out an output. Okay, so this is why we call this function, this is mathematics function, and that is where, that is from you got this computer science function name also. Okay, but still, if you don't understand this computer science function, if you don't understand mathematics function, it is fine. I'm going to give you a normal day-to-day example. Okay, I think you've seen this coffee machines and tea machines where you can just uh, insert some money and get some tea, right? Or give some money and get some tea. You would have seen it in your college canteens and cafeterias, guys. So those machines, okay, what do you think happens in those machines? You think people make tea and then pour it inside that and keep it? No, what they put inside is they'll add milk, they'll add sugar, they'll add water, all those things. They'll pour it in. They know the level. Okay, so they from the instruction manuals they'll know how much to add. So they'll add it. Now all the mixing inside will happen by its own, on its own, because there is some processing power there, and there is some kind of a software that will make it happen. So all this happens on its own. So you will get all the processing, but do you see that? No, you don't see what is happening inside. So, but processing happens and you get an output. The output is the tea or coffee. That is an example of function. Okay, where you give some input. So here it is sugar and milk and all those things. Those are the input. Now the processing happens inside based upon the function which is being programmed there. Okay, and then you get a output. Okay, so this thing is what is happening here. What is happening here is we are giving an input to this machine. Okay, you can call this whatever you want, switching machine or something like that. You are giving an input, and the inputs are symbols. Okay, so this I'm going to call this as input. So this is IP. So this is going to be input, and what is going to happen is this processing is going to happen. Meaning, guys, this 2413 2431. You see these numbers, right? This is one of these four things will happen, or one of these four roads. All these four shapes. Do you see these four shapes? These four shapes will take one out of these four routes. Okay, so either it could be either this one or this one or this one or this one. It can take any one of these four routes. Okay, or can I say this machine will switch between any one of these four routes? It can switch, right, depending upon what is being programmed. If I program it to use the first route, then it will take this 2413. If I program it to take the second route, it will take 2431. If I program it to take the next one and so on and so forth. So essentially what is happening is it cannot go through all the three paths. Okay, it is not like one shape will go through one path, the other shape will go through other path. No, it is not like that. What is happening is all these four shapes will go inside this funnel. Okay, you see a funnel there, right? So all these four shapes will go inside this funnel, guys, and once it gets inside the funnel, it chooses any one of these four paths. You see four paths, right? It chooses any one of these four paths, and depending upon the numbers that are given in the path. Okay, for example, here it is 2413, correct? It is 2413. So what happens is, see, initially it is understood. Nobody is going to tell you, but it is understood. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it is understood. It is like this. Okay, so you can assume it, or if you want, you can take a paper and write it. Okay, I highly suggest you guys keep lots of paper and pen when you're trying to do the exam. Okay, if they say you cannot use the pen and paper or give instructions like that, you can keep it away. If they say nothing, you try it. Okay, because nobody told you to not use it, right? If they ask you particularly to don't use paper and pen, then obviously you don't use it. Okay, don't get into trouble. Okay, But if they say nothing, you keep on using it. Okay, so it is okay if you want to use it, or if you have a better screen where you can use some type of screen to use that calculation and all, you can do that also. It's up to you. But here we need to do lots of calculations there. I'll tell you, you will understand it by the end of the session. Initially we have four, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when all the four gets inside the funnel, what happens is it will choose any one of these four routes. So we have 2, 4, 1, 3. Let us say it chooses 2, 4, 1, 3. Okay, now what will happen is this 2 represents the second shape. What is the second shape? It is square, right? So the second shape will move to the first space. Okay, so according to this logic, if it moves through this, if it switches to, I should say, if it switches to through 2, 4, 1, 3, the output will be like this. The square which is in the second position will come to the first position because it says 2 in the first position, right? So what will be in the second position? Whatever was in the fourth position in the input will come to the second position in the output. Okay, so that is why we have 4 in the second position here. Okay, so what is fourth position in the input? Plus sign. Okay, so what we'll have is we'll have a plus sign here. This is 2, this is 4 in the second position. Then 1. So 1 is a circle, right? So I'm going to have the circle next. Okay, so because in the third position we have 1, you know from the input 1 is circle. And what is 3? 3 is in the fourth position, but what is 3? In the input 3 is triangle. Okay, so I'm going to draw a triangle here. Yes, this is what, guys, I call as output. Okay, this whole thing is the output when we switch through this. When we switch through this path, this is going to be our output. Okay, now my question is, when we get this as the output, when you guys get this as the output, what is going to be the switch? Okay, you need to tell me which switch does it pass through. Okay, now for that it is very simple. You just write down the number. Initially you just write down the numbers, guys. Write it 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Write it. As you practice, what will happen is you don't even need to write the numbers. You can do it mentally. Okay, so initially you have to write down. Okay, very similar to how if I ask you 25 square, you will know it, right? Yes, I bet everybody knows what is 25 square. But if I ask you what is 29 square, do you know it? No, right? Unless you know something about shortcut squaring, you won't know it is 841. Um, it is because you've not been using it. 25 square, you use it all the time. Okay, so that is why you are able to say that it is uh, you say that it is 625. So because in all your school days you would have forgotten it. In your school days, most of the time you would have used this 25 square. So that is why whenever I ask people, I find this in most of the colleges, 25 square, they'll say 29 square, you have a difficulty because 29 square you rarely use it. So practice will make it easy for you, right? Okay, so this, look at this. This is a square. Now, where is the square in the input? The square is at the second position. Where is the plus, yellow color plus in the input? It is in the fourth position. Where is the red color circle in the input? It is in the first position. Where is the blue color triangle in the input? It is in the third position. So, this output has actually used this switch. Which one? 2, 4, 1, 3. Okay, the same switch. Oh God. It is the same switch, right? I did not notice it. Okay, anyway, it is the same switch. Now you understand, right? If they give you the number, you can get the output. If they give you the output, you can get the number. Okay, so this is most important. You have to understand, guys. Because people will get confused here. If they give you the number and the input, guys, you can get the output. Yes, we saw this here, right? So I showed it to you, right? And if they give you the output and the input, you can find the number. Okay, so similarly, if you know the output and the number, you can easily find the what? Input. Okay, so that is what we are going to see. Okay, the interchangeability is like that. Okay, anyway, I think yes, I thought yes. So we'll get started here. Okay. So we'll get ready to run the race. Okay. We'll start to run race. Yes, I get some comments saying that the PPT looks very colorful. It looks colorful because I've used colors, guys. So it is bound to be colorful. Okay, so 2413 is the correct answer, right? So we'll move on, guys. Right. So tell me the answer for this, guys. Like, try to be as quick as possible. Okay, but you have to make sure you understand. Guys, attendance link is not at all possible now. Okay, don't ask for attendance link, Shweta. They would have made your attendance this thing. They already closed the attendance, guys. Well, maybe I'll try seeing if it is open. I'll try it and tell you. Right. Uh, okay. I think it's still open. So, Shweta, I'll just send it to you. Wait. Where is this Shweta? The link is already pinned, but still I've sent it again for 808 also I'll send. Yeah, 808 I've sent, Shweta I've sent, and that's it. So please send the answer. Yeah. Guys, we'll complete this and then move to all the doubt clearings and other things, guys. Yes, the link is already pinned. Okay. So change to the next question. Yeah, yes. So did you get the answer here? So guys, I was just looking for the attendance and making sure they get them. Okay. So what is the answer for this? Um, I'll just tell you what the answer is for this. Now, what happens here is, right. So as usual, the way we do this is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this is how we do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now look at your options. Now your options has a square in it. The square is nothing but 2 in the input. You have to look at the option and see what number it takes in the input. Okay. So in the input, it will take, it has taken 2. Okay. So you have to have that number here. And what does the number that triangle takes? It takes 3. So what is the number that the plus sign takes? It takes 4. What is the number that circle takes? It takes 1. So it is actually 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay. So we'll do the next one. So try the next one, guys. So we'll from now we are going to increase the speed. Okay. So don't worry. Guys, don't come late from tomorrow, guys. That is why all the problem is. Jasmine says answer is 2, 3, 4. And can you please explain this last time after? Yes, sure. Oh God, I sent it to the wrong Shweta. See, this is why, guys, you will keep Shweta. Which Shweta wants attendance link? Send me a message, Shweta. because other Shweta says it is that I sent it to the wrong. Yes. So this one you're getting 2431. Yes. So yeah, I forgot that this is batch number 1, and that I should be a little bit quick because you guys get it very fast, right? So the problem is I come from other batches there where students are slow, so they ask me to go slow. So I forgot that it is batch. And sorry guys. So I'll go a little bit fast. Okay. So I can see that I am getting some answers very quickly here. 2431 is right. Okay. 1 minute. I just send this attendance link to Shweta. Okay. So Shweta, if you're listening, so please ping me. Prasanna Kumari. Yeah, I'll send it. Right. So again, it is the same thing. If you have a look here, we'll start with 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And if you look at the square is in the second position, and the plus sign is in the fourth position in the input. Okay. So I do 4. Then triangle is in the third position, and then circle is in the first position. So it is 2, 4, 3, 1. Okay. And I want you to see this, guys. The correct answers will be marked in green. Okay. See, 2, 4, 3, 1. Okay. So we'll move on to the next one. We'll do all the explanations that are required, guys. Okay. So this one, guys. So if anybody knows how to do this, you can try. Okay. But others, I'll tell you. Okay, just try for 1 or 2 minutes, then I'll tell you how to do this. Guys, are you guys giving me answers for this one? So already it seems like you guys are pretty quick here. But I'm getting mixed answers, guys. I don't know why. Usually you all give correct answers. I don't know what is the correct answer, but still I'm getting mixed. Afisha. Afisha, okay. Yes. Yeah, 2314 sir, answer are given. Okay. Yeah, so that seems like a correct answer. But still I see few of you giving wrong answers. Yes, okay. So listen, guys. Okay, so listen. I think most of you got it, but still I have to explain it. See, whenever you see inputs, okay. So just make sure that you listen to this very carefully, guys. Because if you don't understand this, then the next level of problems that we go to. So I'm starting from easy level and then going through difficult levels. Okay. So if you don't understand the basics of easy, you might think you understand it, then you might feel like you get stuck somewhere because in the difficult levels because you did not understand the basics correctly. So make sure you listen here. If you already got the answer, then fine. Okay, no problem. Okay. Now, whenever you see an input, guys, just number it because that is going to make it easy for you to solve. So that is what we've seen. So number it. Now what happens is you have 1, 2, 3, 4, which turns to 4, 2, 3, 1, right? So what happens is this 4 will come to the first place. So with this number, you can use the method that I told you and then get the symbols. Okay. Because this funnel, guys, is taking as input 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And giving as output 4, 2, 3, 1, which means the symbol which was fourth in the input will be placed at the first position. The symbol which was second in the input will be placed in the second position. The symbol which is third in the input in the third position, and first in the input is fourth position. Okay. So this is the output of this rectangle. Okay. Now that output goes to all the remaining 4. Okay. So that output goes to all the remaining 4. And we obviously it is not going to go to all 4. It is going to go to only 1 because you can see how many output is there. only one output is there. Okay, so can you see the output? This is the output. Because if we had four outputs, maybe we could say we could have four answers here. Okay, there's only one output. So this output, the output that is coming out of 4231, is going inside any one of this. So which is it? That is what we have to find. For this, first what I'd like to do is I want to see what is coming outside of 4231. Okay, so what is exiting 4231? So we'll see that first. Okay, so I have an arrow mark. You know, it is first one is fourth one comes to the first place, right? The fourth one is at the first place. Second one is at the second place. Third one, which is a triangle, is at the third place. And the first one, which is a circle, is at the fourth place. Okay. So guys, this is the output of 4231 rectangle. Okay. I can call it rectangle 4231 processor or something like that. Okay. But that is the processing thing. It arranges according to the number present on the top. Anyway, now here is where the most important part comes in. Okay, now it is no longer this which is the input. Okay, you cannot say that this is the input anymore. Okay, I'll just strike it out. This is not required. This is done. It has done its job. Now the input is this one. This is the input, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Now this is the new input you should be concentrating on, and don't concentrate on this initial input that we had, because it has been changed. The input that 2413, 2431, 2314, this row of processors or things that take is this one. Okay, the input that they take is this one. Okay, not this one. This is done. This has done its job. So your output, you should compare it with this input. Okay, now when you compare it with this input, what happens? This orange color is in second position, orange square, so 2. And the triangle is in third position. The plus sign is in first position, and the circle sign is in fourth position. So 2314 is the correct answer, as you all correctly mentioned. Okay, I saw some of you saying 2341. So just check your answers. Okay, 2314 is the correct answer. Okay, so I think we'll move on. Now, something that I want to talk about is, guys, uh, because a few students find it difficult to understand this. This thing you see this, right? This won't be given in the question. Okay, I just for the purpose of understanding, I've given it to you. You have to draw it on your own. Either you draw it in your mind mentally, or you draw it in a paper physically. So that is why I said paper is important. Don't put unnecessary pressure on your brain. Okay, uh, as 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 it is, you'll have to do a lot of calculations during these type of thing tests, right? So if you have a paper and pencil ready, if they, of course, if they say don't use it, don't use it. Follow the rules. This is an intermediary step which is not they won't give it in the question. It's not part of the question. It is part of the explanation. Right, so just tell me the answer for this case. Yeah. The picture, I mean, the diagrams won't be given, but the number will be given. Without numbers you cannot find it, right? Yes, you can see the number is given, right? So this is how the question will be, guys. So the side thing that I gave you is my explanation for that. Okay, so guys, one more thing is, other people are trying to give me alternate methods. You can use your own method if you feel it is easy. Okay, right. Yeah, somebody's saying both the input and the output are the same. Yeah, input and output are the same. So what? See, you have a problem when the input and output are the same. When you have just only one layer of processing, then the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? If the input and the output are the same, uh, if you have one layer of processing, then 1, 2, 3, 4 is the answer, because 1 comes in the place of 1, 2 comes in the place of 2, 3 comes in the place of 3, and 4 comes in the place of 4. But here we have two layers of processing, so that is why we are able to get different answers. Okay, so both input and output are the same exactly. Right. So, right, I'll just tell you this. We'll move on, guys. So, I think already everybody has given me the correct answer. So, we'll just do this. I'll give you the explanation and then we'll move on. So, this will become 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, if you try to put it in this uh, inside 3, 4, 2, 1, guys, the first one should be what? The first one should be a triangle. Fourth one should be a plus. Second one, sorry. The first place should have a triangle. The second place should have a plus, and the third place should have a square, and the fourth place should have a circle. So that is what we have here. So this is the intermediary now, and this is going to be our new input. Okay. So this is, I'm going to make this a new input and get rid of the old inputs. So this is going to become 1, 4. Now look at this options, then just try to put it. Okay, so here I have a circle, right? So circle is in what position in the input? It's in the fourth position. Square is in third position. Triangle is in first position, and the plus sign is in second position. So 4, 3, 1, 2 is the correct answer. Okay, so most of you gave me that answer only. Yeah, I can see that only. Okay, right. So we'll move on here. You can see 4, 3, 1, 2 is the correct answer. It is turning green, right? Right. Right. Before you start this, guys, I would like to give you some explanation. Then you can start this. Okay. So this is increasing the level of difficulty. This is how you'll get it. Okay. If you keep on answering like very quick like this, then the system will generate a question like this. Okay. To challenge you. Okay. Of course, see, I'm not saying you cannot do this. You will be able to do this, but the time that you're going to take is going to be large. Yes, it is large compared to the previous one, right? I mean, greater compared to the previous one. Um, Adding 5 numbers, adding 50 numbers is going to take a lot of time, right? So that is the logic that they are employing here. So I'll tell you how to do this first. I'll give you some explanation. If you already know what to do, you can go ahead. But others, I'll just give you some kind of an explanation of where to start, what to do. Okay. Here, the first thing that I'd want to mention here is, guys, now I want you to give you the order in which this is going, because you people might assume something because of this. I'll tell you what it all means. Okay. The first block of things that you see here, the first block that you see here is the first block. This first block, guys, that you see here, I'd say that is the first part you should concentrate on. Okay. After that, you should concentrate on this section. This is the second section. Okay. After this, you go to the top. Okay, and concentrate on this section. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay. The final one will be this section. Okay. So this is the order you should follow. Okay. I'll tell you why I did it like this, because it is supposed to be in a single straight line. All the 4 levels, guys, should be in a single straight line. But I cannot portray that in a single. If I make it even more small, you won't be able to see the letters and numbers. So what I did was I splitted it into left and right. Okay. So this, you see here, guys, this output is going to be the input of this one. Okay. So that is why you can see there is a red color, then orange, and you have blue and yellow. So the same red, orange, blue, yellow, you have it here. Okay. So the output of the second one will be the input of the third one. Okay. Now, one more thing I'd like to point out here is I told you they'll either give you, right? I told you they'll either give you the numbers or they'll give you the, either they'll give you this 1432 or they'll give you this output. Correct? I told you this. But here it seems like both are given, both are not given. They just have given the number. Okay. This output I like gave you so that it will be easy for you to solve it because it is a little it's a very big question, right? So that is why I wanted to help you. So that side figures I've given it for your reference. Okay. So that is the output of 1432. Similarly, this is the output of this thing here, guys, is the output of right. So this one is the output of 3421. This one is the output of 4231. You see 4231 here. And this one is the output of 2341. Now you can use this to solve all this, guys. So what I want is, obviously there are, I told you there are 4 sections, right? So from each section I'll get one answer. So I need you to give me 4 answers separated by comma. And already somebody has given me that. So give me your answers, guys. Separated by commas. So I just don't want the final answer, guys. I want all the 4 answers because you will be asked to click on all the options. So all the 4 you should click. Yeah, Josh now wants it to be explained once. Okay. So for those who, okay, seems like our voice is break. Yeah, see, guys, my voice rarely breaks. Okay, because here the internet is very good and others are able to hear it. It is not like everybody else is having a problem. If you feel like voice is breaking, it is a problem on your side, guys. So you just make sure your internet connection and all the equipment on your side is right, because others are not complaining. See, so I just get complaint from 1 or 2 people. It means their side is at fault, right? Right. So I'll explain this one more time. Okay. So guys, we already saw, we usually, how do we do this switching type of problems? We'll have an input, we'll have an output. Okay. Between input and the output, we'll have a processing thing, right? So, but this is the thing that we've been seeing. Okay. Now, you see, this is the first input for this question. And the output for this question is, first output is this. Okay. And how did we get this output? Because we use this 1432. Because we use this 1432 on this input. Okay. This input, we got this output. Now this output will be the input for what? This output will be the input for this 4 processing things. Okay. Or 4 options, 4 switching things, whatever you want to call it. One among this 4 options will be the logic, which will tell you how the output will look like. Okay, so we already know the output. Now we know the input and we know the output. So we have to find the logic. You have to find if it is 2431, 234 or not 2314. You've been doing this, right? In the previous problems, you've been doing the same thing. In the previous problem, actually, guys, the problem that you had, I don't know if you spotted this. Look at this. This is exactly how your previous problem looks like. So now I've just multiplied into 4. That is what I did. Okay. And that is what they also did in their test. So you can see this is exactly what the previous problem is. So if you have no problem doing that, you shouldn't have problem doing this also. Okay. The thing is, the question might overwhelm you if you just look at it. It may seem like too many symbols are out there. So maybe I made the mistake of giving you this intermediaries. Maybe that is also adding to the confusion. Maybe if I cannot delete it now, that is why I'm not able to do it. If I can, I would have done it. But that is going to help you. Intermediary is going to help you. So this input in this 1432 gives you this output. This output becomes the input of the next four switching things, okay, or things with switch, and one out of those four things will be the process or logic for the output. Okay, you have to find which one it is. And similarly, once you get this output is the input for the next funnel, and then it is the same thing. This input will go through 3421, and then you will get this output, which is again the input for all these four things. Okay, now again, one out of these four things will give you the logic for how this input became this output. Okay, and then you have to go this. Now this, guys, this arrow mark, what it indicates is, arrow mark tells you that it is the same output there also. Okay, the output that you get here is the same output there also. So if you want it to be like, if it is confusing you, what I'll do is I'll do it like this. This one here, and you have a circle, you have a square, you have triangle. So you have a circle, you have a square, and you have a triangle. Okay, then you have a plus sign. Okay, so the plus sign, you will have it. Okay, so it is the same output. So just to indicate that I've given this arrow mark. Some people will think 1, 2, then they'll go to this for 3. No, that is wrong. 1 is upper left, 2 is lower left, 3 is upper right, 4 is lower right. Right. So I'm getting some answers here. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, guys. So we'll look at the solution for this. You didn't give us the last output, sir. Did I not tell you the answer for the last one? Okay. Anyway, I'll tell you. Don't worry. So where is the last output? Oh, okay. So the last output, that is that. Okay. Now you would have understood, right? Right. Okay. Sindhuja, yeah, I'll give you Sindhu. I'll give you the explanation. So don't worry. I'll just give you the explanation, guys. Or should I give you the explanation, or wait for you guys? You tell me. Yes, guys, I'll give you the answer. 1/4. Yeah. Yes, I think I'll give you. I think I'm going to explain, guys. Okay, so that because many are asking for the answer here, so I'll explain it. Just listen. Okay. Now I told you are not going to get this in the question. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. See, this I am not going to. You are not going to get this, guys. I just given it for you. Will have to find it out first. But for your, I shouldn't have done this. But anyway, so the first thing is, because you don't need to find now. You don't need to find what is 1432, right? You can directly jump at this. So what happens is, the first things, mark this as 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then here you tell me what happens. Where is the plus sign? It is in the second position, and the square is in the fourth position, and the triangle is in the third position, and the circle is in the first position. So what is the answer? 2, 4, 3, 1. So do you see such an option? It is in the second option, right? Now this 2, 4, 3, 1, again, you don't need to use this 2, 4, 3, 1. Okay, this you have to convert it to 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if you convert it to 1, 2, 3, 4, I've already given you the option. Okay, you have to you shouldn't use this 2, 4, 3, 1, guys. Now this 2, 4, 3, 1 is the output. Okay, but when this output becomes the input of the next funnel, you should change this number to what? This number must be changed to 1, 2, 3, 4, because we already got the answer for the output, and you should have clicked 2, 4, 3, 1 by now. Okay, you must have clicked on 2, 4, 3, 1, and you should have got the green signal or something like that. Okay, or just listen to how they say it. They'll always give you the instructions on how to do it. And one thing I'd like to talk about this case is very important. So something I'd like to listen to this very carefully. Okay. Now you might get some doubts on how do we submit this? How do we choose this answer? How do we, what will be the timing? What is the length of each session? All those questions. Okay. For that, because I got it in the previous batch, the previous batches, many students were asking this. So even you, some of you might have the same doubt here, right? How do I choose this answer? Okay. See, for everything, every challenge will be like, so we've been seeing yesterday, we saw digit challenge. Before that, do you remember we saw that Sudoku like challenge? And before that, we saw inductive reasoning challenge. All these challenges and the challenges that you're seeing today and you're going to see in the next 3 to 4 days. Okay. All these challenges will be separate tests. Okay. It will be separate tests. Okay. But they'll give you some time frame of like that depends upon the Cap Gemini company, guys. That they only will decide. They'll say you in each test, before you take up each test, guys, you will have a practice thing. What does this practice is? They'll say, see, now we won't evaluate you. I mean, they won't score you. They won't give scores, and they won't time you. Okay, timing is also not given, but they'll give you 3 questions in that type. Okay, whatever. If it is a digit challenge, they'll give you 3 questions, or if it is switching challenge, they'll give you 3 questions in that type. They'll give the 3 questions. They'll ask you to do the problem like how you do it normally, and you can take your own time. Again, it is not timed, and again, it is not scored. So this the answers for that is not going to count in your score. This is just for your practice purposes. It is for you to get accustomed to or get used to the layout in which you are doing. So you see where the time is running, you can see, or time won't be running, but you can see where the time slot is. You can see where the question pops up. How do you click on the answers? Yesterday, many had doubts on how to click on answers, right? How to submit all those things, 2, 3 questions. If you do it, and the good thing is you can do it any number of times you want. If you feel like you want to do 2, 3 times, you can do it. Okay. So all those things will be very clear. They'll take you step by step. Okay. Now, what we are going to do is, I am going to play tomorrow, a day after tomorrow. I don't know when the topic comes. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, guys. I'm going to show you in screenshots, shot by shot. I'll show you how it is, how the actual text experience is going to be. Okay. I cannot play the video, but I can show you the screenshots of it. Like each step, what will you have? Okay. So that itself will give you confidence on how to do it. Okay. So you will feel like, no, I know I'll be able to manage it, something like that. So so just wait for that video, sorry, screenshots. Okay, so don't worry about all those things. Just concentrate on what we are learning here. All those things will be done very professionally. This is something that is not an Indian company, so you know it will be professional, right? This, I'm not saying all the Indian companies are like this. This testing is, they've been doing it for a long time. Okay, so I shouldn't say Indian or Western. Okay, then I'll get into trouble. Both Indian and West. There are good people in India. There are good people in US and UK. Similarly, there are bad people in India and bad people there. Right. So the thing is, they've been doing this for a long time. The Western countries, US and UK, they've been doing this testing for a long time. So they know what to do, what not to do. So they'll make it very easy for you. All these things. Right, guys. I'll just explain this question and then I'll take your questions, guys. So the first thing, so up to this we saw, right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now after that, what happens is, 1, 2, 3, 4. You apply this in 3, 4, 2, 1. You will get this symbol. So right now you have to remove this 1, 2, 3, 4, and then use this as 1, 2, 3, 4. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now after that, you can use this and easily find the answer. It is 2, 3, 1, 4. Okay, so here it is 2, 3, 1, 4. There it was 2, 4, 3, 1. Now again here you can just do 1, 2, 3, 4 because this is input, right? When it is input, you can just write it as 1, 2, 3, 4. So now what happens is, then you put it through the funnel. 4, 2, 3, 1 will give you this. Okay, so plus, squared, triangle, and circle. Just a minute, guys. So square triangle, this is what happens. Okay. So this plus will give you, the plus is 4. This is 2, 3, 1. Okay. But we have to make this 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Because this is going to be the input for something else. So this is going to be the input. Now how do you solve this? What is the square? The square is second position. Triangle, circle is fourth position. Plus is 1 and 3. 2, 4, 1, 3. So finally, this 2, 4, 1, 3 is again going to be an input. So at the top, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, because it is going to be input, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top. Now this goes inside 2, 3, 4, and it becomes like this. Okay, when it becomes like this should become 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you now remember, the output for this is the same thing that we have here. So circle is in the first position, then you have fourth position, third position, and second position. 1, 4, 3, 2. So these are the answers, guys. So you can see 1, 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, and here I think we got 2, 4, 3, 1. Okay. So these are the answers. Okay. So you get it. So you just have to understand, when it comes to input, you have to number it as 1, 2, 3, 4. When it is output, you see what the numbers of the inputs are and then use those numbers in the output. Okay. For example, here we have a square. I have to use the number of the square in the input. What is the number of the square in the input? It is 2, right? So that is why I'm using 2. Here it is circle. I have to use the number of the circle in the input. What is the number of the circle in the input? 4. So that is why I'm using 4. Okay. So just do those two things correctly, you'll get the answer. Okay, so I'll take some questions if you have some questions. Okay. Yes, you should select the answer at each step. Tejasvi, look at your connection, please. 4, guys, four challenges. And those challenges are the challenges that we are discussing. Okay, you will find the exact challenges. Um, okay, so Joshna, you're right. Drawn tell. What is drawn tell? This Manik is always like making jokes and making me laugh. IAS says no need. Okay, fine. Yes. I did not take it, Joshna. See, I explained it to you, right? This output, the second output, is the same as the fourth output. So that is why I just had this arrow mark. Okay. So second output is the same as the fourth output. Okay. So sometimes they'll give it like this. They'll take the second output. They'll using an arrow mark. They'll indicate that output is and this output is the same. Okay. Right. So right. So seems like most of you got it. So name that 4 challenges, huh? Guys. So see. So if I keep answering these questions, don't go off topic, guys. Sometimes I go off topic, so you have to bring me back. So you guys, if you guys itself ask other questions, then it will right. So we'll move on here. So you can see 2, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, 3, and 1, 4, 3, 2 are the answers. Okay, right. Next. Now this is one more question, guys. You can see there are no numbers. Yes, can you see that? You can see there are no numbers. Yes. So now find the numbers. I want first find the 5 numbers in the question mark, in the space of question mark. You find 5 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then you can give me the remaining 4. First, give me the first 5 numbers. Then you can give me the remaining 4. silly mistake, that is fine. But if you don't have a clue as to how to do this, then you really need to learn from the beginning. Last four. Somebody has given me all the 9 options. Not somebody, many. It just shows how eager you all are. Yes, 502. Did you ask something? It just says, sir. Mark. Okay. Next 5 numbers, Aishwarya says that. Guys, from what I can see, I see that most of everybody is giving me only correct answers. Oh, Joshna has taken it to another level. She's mentioning many things. 1432, second level. Yes. Yes, Joshna. I think you're right. I think you're right. But anyway, I'll just show it to you so that everybody can confirm it. I think you're right. Jasmini, only 5 answers. Okay. Peta Vela. Peta Veli. I've heard this name somewhere. Okay. Yes, sir. My mind went somewhere. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. See, I cannot see. Everybody is asking me to check their answers. Yes, what I'll do is I'll explain it. Okay, that is the best way to check your answer. Okay, so I'll explain it, guys. And yes, I think most of you have given correct answers only. I don't see any wrong answers at all. Or else you would have, I would have pounced on you now. You know that, right? Yesterday I did that. Okay. So the first thing is, guys, for you to find the first answer, what should you do? First, you know that is the input, right? So what do you do with the inputs? With the inputs, you always assign numbers like this. Then you have the output here, and for this circle, where is the circle? The circle is in which position at the input? That is what you have to see. So the circle is in, if you, I'll just mark it like this. Okay, right. Now the circle is in first position, correct? In the input, circle is in first position. Where is the plus sign? Plus sign is in fourth position. Where is the triangle? Third position. Where is the square? Square is in second position. So you can see this is the answer for the first question mark. Okay. And the second one, for you to get the second one's answer, you have to make this 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Don't compare it with this. Okay. As soon as you get the output, the work of this is done. You can strike it or forget it. Okay. So this one will be 1 minute, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, what happens here is, here 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So here what happens is, guys, again the same drill. Okay, you have to look at this. Now, see, this is where it is different from the previous question. In the previous question you saw, or for example, you can see it here itself. One input is going to 4 different outputs, correct? One input, guys, is going into 4 different outputs. Okay, just look at the section that is below that. 4 different inputs are becoming the same output. Yes, can you see that? Yes. So this is where they try to confuse you. So if you don't get confused, then you understood this case. I think most of you given me the correct answer, so you're not confused here. Now, so this is the 1, 2, 3, 4 that you see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So where is the plus sign? Okay. So we'll take it one thing. So we have 4 things, right? We'll take one thing at a time. The plus is at position 2, then square is at position 4, then circle is at 1, and then triangle is at 3. So this is for the first one. The second one again 2, 4, 3, 1. For the next one is 2, 3, 4, 1. For the next one is 2, 3, 1, 4. See, that is how simple it becomes. Once you do these numbers and little practice, you will get it very easily. Now, one thing that you guys must remember is, yes, we got the answers for the first 5 things. Okay. We got the answers, and most of you would have got it by now, right? But one thing what you shouldn't do is, don't use these numbers for these values. Okay. Don't use these numbers for these symbols. Okay. Because these are, when they become the inputs, all must be numbered what? They all must be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All these numbers are relevant only when they are outputs. Okay. They are, when they are outputs, these 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, they are all relevant numbers to each of this set of symbols. But when they all become inputs, they all should be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that is one thing that you guys don't forget. So I am going to just number them again. If you want to move. So this is going to be 1, 2, right? So done this again. You just have one output, but depending upon the input, this will change. Okay. So you have to, this is the opposite of what you just now did. Okay. So the output is going to be circle, which is 3, then 2, then 4, then 1. Okay. Next one is again 4, 2, 3, 1. And again 4, 3, 2, 1. And again what you have is 3, 4, 2, 1. Okay. So there you have it, guys. So all are very close numbers. So you have to be a little bit careful here. Okay. These are all very close numbers, right? You look at this only, the changes basically very, all these are very close numbers. So anyway, so this is the answer, and I see most of you gave the correct answer. So I think everybody got it. Okay. Here level means so anybody has any questions, guys, or shall we move on? All correct. Super. Nice. Why to compute the top intermediate cell when the answer is obtained from the bottom? Manik, you just think about what he said. Okay. What out of 4? What is the answer? Guys, see, did you see that there are 9 question marks? Okay. There are 9 question marks. See, so maybe everything is hiding everything. 1 minute. On what I'll do is I'll remove everything. Okay. Now you will understand what is the answer. There are 9 question marks, guys. This is a question mark. This is a question mark. This is a question mark. So you have to have 9 answers for this. Okay. Now don't think like, now how do I going to type there? Okay, they'll tell you. They'll tell you all these things. So you need not worry about all this. So the answer for this is 1432. Here it is 2413, 2431, 2341, 2314, and you can see 3241 and 4231, and then 4321. Finally, you have 3421. Okay. So we'll move on. Yeah, 9 answers. We can move to the next question. Yes, we'll move. Okay. Now, there is one more way they increase the difficulty level. It's by increasing the number of symbols. Now, previously we were just looking at 4 symbols, right? See, Manik says down. Okay. We've been seeing at only 4 symbols. Now it is 5 symbols. Okay, so this is how they increase the level, guys. Increase the level of difficulty, not only through levels but also through the number of symbols. So just tell me the answer for this. Yeah, so I'm already getting some good answers here. So the one thing that you need to do is whenever you see an input, just start numbering them from ascending to descending. Okay, so we have 1 2 3 4 5, and yeah, sorry. So then we have this circle here, right? The circle will give you 1, and the plus sign is at 4. This is at 5. This is at 2, and this is at 3. So this is the correct answer, guys. 1 4 5 2 3. And I think, yeah, see, you can see 1 4 5 2 3 is the right answer. Okay. Right, this one, guys. I'd suggest you kindly ignore this. Okay, I'm going to put this like this. Okay, ignore this, guys. Just ignore this. Okay. Yes, you can try it out. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that information on Beta whale. I'm not going to say who gave me that information, but now I know it. Right. I'm again getting some very quick answers, guys. You are really quick. I'm not able to keep up with you. So kindly slow down for my sake at least. Yes. Yes, I can see most of you great, nice answers, guys. Okay. What 1324? Bhavna, is it a spelling? I mean, is it a typing error? Option A. Yeah, correct, correct. Yes, correct, correct. Yeah. How do you know it, man? Is Peterville man or girl or boy? Okay, but 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 both seem okay. Okay, what Peterville is saying is, I know her, sir. So maybe that person got the message. Okay, right. So I'll just give you the explanation here, guys. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and this case now I'll like to remove this because this is needed now. Okay, this is needed because this is the intermediary that I was wanted to show you. So if you look at the intermediary, you'll get the first one 5 comes to the first place, right? So this is how it looked like. Okay, so the 5, this one here, this is the intermediary. The thing is, you just change it to 1 2 3 4 5 and 4 5, right? So you'll get this. And once you look at this, you'll get the answer very quickly. You'll see that this is first one is 3, then it is 5, then it is 2, then it is 1, then it is 4. Okay. So 3, 5, 2, 1, 4, which is the first option, is the correct answer. Okay. Right. Next question. Right. So now tell me the answer for this one, guys. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, Reshma, got it. Padmini, you will have to ask about this too. The Telegram group, they've opened it, guys, so you can ask questions like this. You have anything to ask about the content, material, and topic? You ask me, guys. I'll be able to answer you. Other things, I am not sure. See, I can give you some answer, and it might be true and might not be true. So if I give you wrong answer, wrong information, then I'll be in trouble. So it is better you whatever you need to ask about the drives, and like how many rounds you'll have, what will be the exact pattern, timings, all those things. Webcam, many were wanted to know if we can, there'll be webcam or not, right? So all those things you can ask in the Telegram group. Explain previous some once again. Jansi, I think if I explain it again, everybody will start to say, sir, go fast. Okay. So what we'll do is I'll do it at the end, Jansi. Okay. Just remind me, ask me once again at the end. I'll do it because there it will interrupt the flow. Others will feel it is anyway. Right. So I'll just give you the explanation for this case. So if you apply this input to this 24531, you will get this as the output. Okay. So which we call as intermediary, because this output act as the input for the next process or next thing. So you have to take this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm taking this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now what is the circle? Now circle is 5. What is triangle? It is 4. This is 1. This is 3. And this is 2. So did you all get this? 5, 4, 1, 3, 2? Yes. I can see everybody giving me the same answer only. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, nice. Okay. So we'll move on here. So 5, 4, 1, 3, 2 is the answer. Yes. So the next one. This is how they increase the difficulty, guys. And here again a warning, all this won't be given. This I gave it, but I shouldn't have given it. But all this won't be given. These are all intermediaries, guys. These are all you should find, because they've given the number, right? They say 24531, 51432, right? Using that, you can find all these intermediaries. So all this won't be given. bit of echo will happen, guys. Uh, that is just feeble, right? It is not like very jarring. I mean, it is not disturbing you, guys, right? Uh, Tomorrow it won't happen. So what I'm looking for is, I'm looking for again 4 answers. So your answers must be this comma, this comma, this. Yes, I can already see people giving me answers. See, even this difficult question. See, Satish Babu, just final one won't do. I want all the answers, 4 answers. Okay, Hemashri is saying, please tell if it's right or I don't know, Hemashri, where your answer went. Sumanjali. Okay. Mastanaya. Jaysri, Sai Kumar, Sunita, Luka, Manindra, Luka. 4152E3, is it, sir? 41523. Guys, I told you already, I need 4 answers. Reshma, what is it? 25431. Where do you have 25431? Are you just giving me this answer? I don't understand what is 25431. T-Rex, Nitish, Josna. Yeah, I think Josna is right. 526, right? Sai Kumar, Karthik. Padmini. So the output from the second is not input to the third. See, I was hoping that someone will ask this, but Padmani has noticed this. Maybe others noticed this, but did not want to share it. See, in the previous problem, I mean, not the previous one, guys, when we had 4 symbols, we did a similar model problem, right? When we had 4 symbols. There, this output of the second one was the input of the third one. Did you notice that? But here it is not the same. See here you have triangle and then circle and then square. Here you have circle, square and then triangle. Yes. So the inputs are not the same here, guys. So you have to take that into account. Okay. Uh, Most of you would have noticed this had I not given you the intermediaries. So that is why I feel like I am spoiling you by giving you this intermediaries. You by giving, because that is already given, right? Or else you would have tried to find the solution and then anyway, right? So I'll tell you the answers here, guys, so that you can check it on by yourself. Uh, so this is going to become 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 5. And what happens is, so this also, this is 1 2 3 4 5, and we have your options. We have your options, right? In this option, what you have is a circle. The circle is in the 5th position, triangle at 4th, this is at 1st, this is at 3, and this is at 2. So 5 4 1 3 2 is the answer for the first one. Then for the next one, you can just have to say 1 2 3 4 5. So you can see this is at the 5th position, and this is at the second position, this is at the third position, this is at the, this is at the 4th position, and this is in the third position, this is in the first position. So 5 2 4 3 1 is the answer for this. Now for this, the answer is 3 5 4 1 2. Now finally for this one, the answer is, and I hope that you got that this is the output of this. The output of the second one is the output of fourth to last one. So using that, we can find it. Okay, so if you use that, you will get 4 1 5, 2, 3. Okay. So these are the answers, guys. So if you're getting all these answers, then you're right. Yeah, T-Rex, yeah, we are done. Okay, we're almost just one more problem and then we are done. What are these names, guys? Dinosaur names? T-Rex is a dinosaur, right? Okay. I mean, it's your wish. Okay. So these are the answers, guys. We just have one more and then we'll go to doubt clearing. And I know you have a session at 8 o'clock. So here it is 54132 and 52431 and 35412 and 4 and 523. Okay. Right. This is the last question, guys. So just tell me. Similarly, you have 9 options. This is how they increase the difficulty level, guys. It doesn't mean anything. You just give something else, right? So it doesn't mean anything. If you're getting the same input, you use that. If you're having a different input, you use that. Okay. So it doesn't make any difference. Divya. Okay. What the software name? What is it that you're asking, Manik? I don't get it. It is not Manik. It is not software. It is a dinosaur name. T-Rex. Somebody has T-Rex as their name. Charging getting completed before the next class starts. Yes, guys. So if you feel like it is, you can take a screenshot of this and leave. If you feel like that, this is the last question. So you can take a screenshot. If your charge is getting over, you can take a screenshot of this, try it on your own. Maybe you can discuss it with your friends what the answer is. I'll tell them what the answer is. Then you can. I think 2, 3 people are saying charge is going to get over. So go put your phone in charge and get ready for the next session. Yes, guys, this is the last one. PPT software name. Oh, this PPT, yeah. Uma, what is this? You're coming now and asking the attendance link. No, we'll see. I'll try to see if it is open or not. This is the third time I'm giving Uma. Uma, it says the attendance link is no longer accepting the responses. Anyway, I'll just send you the link. You can also try, but I don't think you will be able to give the attendance. So it is not accepting the responses. I'll send the link to you. So did you get it? Yes. Okay. Guys, you guys are pretty quick. See, I already have all the 9 answers. All the 9 answers. Can you believe it? You really done well. Correct. Joshna, Naveen, you're all right. Yeah, Joshna, I think you might want to. I think there's printing mistake. Sorry, typing mistake. 21435. You meant 21435, right? Shweta. Yeah, Shweta. Shweta, again, it is 14251 cannot come, right? 14253. I think a typing mistake. Maybe you meant 14253 only. Okay. Yes. Okay. Fine. You won't have these problems, typing problems. You'll just have to click on the options case. That is how it will be. So don't worry about all this. Anyway, so again, I'm very confident that you guys are going to do well. So okay, guys. Check once my Nitish not accepting. So I told you, right? It is difficult. We'll close it at 7 itself. Okay. So I'll explain this, guys. Then we'll move on to something else if you want. See, I'm going to take this and right, because we have to here we have to find this. Okay, so that is why you have to number this 1 2 3 4 5, but we can do it without numbering. Okay, after some practice, see, I don't need to number it. You saw that in the previous problem, right? Even you don't need to, after some practice, you don't need to number it. Just by looking at it, you can just get the answer. So you can see this is 4 5 4 5 1 2 3. Okay, so this is for this first question mark. So then now you have to understand that this is no longer 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, now this is the input. So this is 1 2 3 4 5. So this I can start writing as 2 1 4 3 5. Okay, the next one that I can do is 1 4 2 5 3. Okay, the next one is again 1 5 2 4 3. Next is 1 5 3 4 2. Okay, so this is that, right? um, right, and again, now forget about 2 1 4 3 5. Right now here we have 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, you have to name it like this, guys. Here if you want, you can do this naming thing. Okay, because it might help you. But if you want to do it quickly, you don't need to do this and waste time. Okay, you can directly, you know that everything is 1 2 3 4 5, right? So you can just directly move on. Okay, it is up to you. And the first one is, you can see the output is the same for all the things. So you can see here we'll get 4 3 5 2 1. So the next one is going to be 1 sorry 5 2. And here it is going to be right. So this is going to be finally 3 4 2 1 2. Okay, guys. So these are the answers. So if you can check it, then it will be right. I think, yeah, 2 1 4 3 5. Right, right, guys. So you've yes, right, right, guys. So so I think everybody have done it. This session is very interesting. Oh, Shravya, thank you for that. It's all because of this. Please show me the answer. Okay, I hope Jay Ganesh got his answer. Okay, so still I didn't get that problems. Okay, yes. So there are many answers for that, guys. Can you explain the previous question? Yes, now it is doubt session. So if you feel like you have no doubts, you can leave, guys. Go get ready for the next session if you want. Others, if you have doubts, you can ask now. And I please explain yesterday's homework flow. I know president's orders, sir. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do. Okay. Thank you, Bindevi. Bindevi. Okay. Now I'll explain that. Okay. Now before that, I need to somehow get out of this. So one final time, you guys are going to look at the answers. 45123, 21435, 14253, 15243, 15342, 43521, 52413, 54213, and 34215. I'll just give 5 seconds so that if anybody wants to take a screenshot, you can do it. Right. Uh, we'll get somebody wanted me to explain previous question. Okay, so that is what. Once I leave this, then I cannot come back. Please explain cards. So don't we have any questions from No, Liharika, you don't have anything from quantitative aptitude. The close that you get is digit digit challenge. That is the close that you get to quants. Okay. So no quants and no reasoning like we do. Sir, yesterday's last. Yeah, chance money we'll do it. Uh, yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, the topic is quite. Who's this? Yes, previous one, right? Oh, nice, nice case. Okay, I see. First batch students are the students who understand the work that we put in. Okay, so it is nice to see that. So yes, um, oh god, Manik. Okay, Manik. Um, here's 1 minute. So what we'll do here is, I think previous question last part. See, yes, we'll do that and then we'll go look at the yesterday's question, guys. 1 minute. Let's go to the previous one. So this is where people have a problem. So guys, here, see, we already have the answers marked, but still here, first thing that I want to mention here is, the output of this is this. So I'm going to draw it so that you don't get confused. So you have this, and then you have a circle, and then you have a square, right? And then you have a diamond shape. So, or you could call it a rhombus. So this is the diamond shape. And then you have a plus sign. Okay, the plus sign I can do it like this, right? Now you see both the output on the left hand side and the output on the right hand side are the same. Okay, that is why I've used this arrow mark to indicate that. Okay, so this is the first thing. The next thing is, you won't have this intermediaries. I keep saying this. You have to find it. Okay, how do you find it? Use the input and 24531. You will get this intermediary. Similarly, use this second input and 51432, you will get this intermediary. You will get this. Then again use this and 45231, you will get this intermediary. Okay, again use this input and 25431, you will get this intermediary. So I've just given it to you so that it will be easy for you. So that is why I gave it to you. So whenever you use this intermediary, you have to make sure, which means it is the input, right? Whenever you are trying to use this intermediary, it means this is the input. So what happens is this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And similarly, this will become 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. and this also will become 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So we'll have it like this. Now, why do we have it like this? We have to find this green color thing. That is the answers. Okay, out of this four options, green color thing that you see is the correct answer. Okay, now if you want to find that, you should use the output. And how do you get the number from this output and input? If you are given input and output, how do you find the code? How do you find this code 54132? You look at the output. Okay, look at the output. So you see that first there is a circle. Okay, now you have to see this circle has what number in the input. So what is the number this circle has in the input? It is 5. So this is 4, this is 1, this is 3, and this is 2. So that is why we say 54132 is the answer. So you apply the same thing to this output, you apply the same method to this output, you will get 52431. Okay, taking this as the input. Okay, taking this as the input. Similarly, you apply to this output the same method, you taking this as the input. Okay, taking this as the input, you will get 35412. Similarly, you apply to this output this input that you see here, circle, diamond, plus triangle and square, right? So if you apply that input, you will get 41523. How do you get it? So you know that this triangle, you are seeing a triangle. Now you have to look at the number of this triangle in the input. What is the number of the triangle in the input? It is 4. Now next, the number of the square in the, number of the circle in the input. What is it? It is 1. Then number of the square is 5. Number of the diamond is 2. Number of the plus is 3. So okay, did you get 4 and 5 to 3? Yes. So we same method for all the four things is the same method. So I hope you guys understood this. Right, we'll move on to the previous question, guys. Yeah, okay. Right. Right. So this is the question, right? So I'll give you the question here. So I don't know the question. Sorry, I know the question. It is plus something plus, right? Then this minus uh, something, and then it is division. Then again it is something. Okay, then it is multiplication. Then again it is something and multiplication. And finally you will have plus and a dash. Okay, so this is the question, guys. Correct? This should now all this should equal. Yeah, you have 6 dashes and 5 symbols, right? All this should equal. So you have to have 6 numbers here. All this should equal 0, right? So am I right? This is the question, right? Yes, plus minus division. Yeah, correct. Okay, so yeah, 7 numbers. Right? But we just have 6. Oh, sorry. Right here I forgot a dash. Okay. Now, first thing I should do is reduce the size. Okay, so here again, there are many ways you do this. You know that the guys, this division symbol is the first thing that happens, right? Yes, first you look at these symbols. Okay, now you look at this. Now minus and plus has a they have it low. Okay, their precedence order of precedence is low compared to your division and multiplication. So first you have to concentrate on division multiplication. Now you have one division and two multiplication symbols. So what happens first? The thing that is it happens from the left. So what is at the leftmost? You can see the division symbol is at the leftmost. So when you see division symbol at the leftmost, that is the first operation that happens. Okay. Now here I just see if you go just one step, or if you just try to go predict the future, you know, not predict the future. You have to think 2-3 steps ahead. Okay, that is the thing that you have to do. See, even when it is 3 dashes, you are able to do it easily, right? Even there, you are thinking 1-2 steps ahead. But because it was very less, I mean, very small, you are not noticing it. Okay, when I ask you to do what is 17, you will think about, okay, 17, 10 plus 7, or you can think about 8 plus 9. Like this, you are doing this. But when there are suddenly so many things to consider, you feel like it is difficult. But just you notice this. Okay, first thing that will be evaluated is what? These three things will be evaluated first. Yes or no? These three things should be evaluated first. Okay, yes. So in the end, when this is evaluated, guys, evaluated. No, whatever it is. When these things are evaluated, what will happen is you will remove all these three things, correct? And instead you will just have one term, correct, which is like this. So you can see here there is a term which is positive. This term is positive, right? In front you don't have nothing, you don't have anything which means positive. The first term is positive. Okay, this term is positive. The second term is also positive because it says plus sign, right? The third term is what? It is negative. Now the fourth term is positive. So when you see that there are four terms, there is going to be four terms, and 3 out of the 4 terms is positive, 1 is negative. So what should you get in the end? What should you get in the end? You should get 0. So obviously all the plus terms, yes, that is 1. So I'm going to do it like this. So all the plus terms, guys, I'll mark the plus terms as 1, 2, and 3. Okay, all the plus terms must be equal to what? Must be equal to the fourth term, which is the minus term, correct? Or in other words, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is it should be equal to 0. So when will this happen? When all these three things, the sum of all these three things will be equal to this. Okay. And this, you know, is a minus term. Okay, sorry, this should be minus. Okay, sorry. So when will this happen? When 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 4. Okay, I'm talking not the numbers, I'm talking about the terms, guys. I'll just mark it as first term. The first term and second, third, and fourth. I hope you understand. See, the sum of the three positive terms should be equal to the negative term. That is when you get 0. Okay, so how do you make that happen? So that is what you have to see. You can make it happen in many ways. Okay, using the numbers that we have. Okay, you have to see that somehow this term equals to the sum of the remaining three terms. Okay, this thing that you get here, this thing that you get, I don't seem to be able to choose this. This thing that you get here, guys, should be equal to that. Okay, now you can make this to be 12 and make sure that you get a 12 on the other three terms. Okay, I'm going to just give you an example, and you have to make sure you don't repeat the digits. We are going to use 7 out of 9 digits, guys, so you have to be careful about that. So one example is, see, you can make this to be 12. You have three terms, right? So you can take it as 3, and you can take it as 4, and you can make this as 12, but we'll wait there. But if it comes to be 12, the other things should also be 12. Okay, now how do you get 12 from the other things? You can get 12 by 6. 7. So what I decided to make this as 12. Okay, so if it is 12, I should get something like, right, 1 minute, please. We could make it this way, or okay, 1 minute, please. Make this as 6, B, and 1. You have 1, and this is 2. Right. So with the remaining numbers, we can easily form, I think we can have 12 here. Okay. Just give me a minute. A valid answer, right? So he says you can also do it like 3 into 15. Yes. So which will be 8 plus 3 plus 15. So Manik also has it. So the important thing is, this is what is important, guys. What is important is, yes. So Liharika says you can also do it using 16. Yes, that is what Manik said. And the important thing is, you have to understand these three things. Okay, this term should be the sum of the remaining three terms. Okay, this term, because this is negative, others are all positive. So if you have to get a 0, you just have to remember this. Okay, now if you try to substitute it, you can use this 12. Okay, right, nobody's doing this 12, but you can use 12 also. So can you please explain it? I've not done explaining. Okay. So no, Hema, that is wrong. Hema, what you're saying is 6, because Hema is wrong, but Joshna says 18. Yeah, Joshna is right. Yes, 18. You can have 18, or like Joshna is right. Liharika says it is 4 into 4, 16. So she's using 16, and Vivek Chaitanya is also using. Yes, but see, this is the problem, guys. You cannot do it using 12, so that is why I'm not getting the answer here. Others, when you try to do it using this, you will get the answer, because 12 is not possible. Okay. So the thing you understood this, right? You have to make sure that this term, this third term, is equal to the sum of all the rest of the three terms. Okay, so using this you can find many things. Okay, so some of them are giving the you are make some of them making this term to be 16, some of them are making this term to be 18. I'm talking about the negative term. So you can use this and get the answer. So I can also use this to get 6 by 2. Okay, now what you have is uh, 1 minute, 6 3 1, and then I'll get 2 here. Now this might work, okay, because I have to get 24 using three terms. Now how do I get 24 using three terms? I can use 7, 8, 9. See how easy it is. I need to form 24, guys, because what is the sum of all this? I mean, what is the product of all this? 4 into 2 is 8. 8 into 3 is 24, right? So the remaining terms must come up to be 24. So what do I do? I just do 7 plus 8 plus 9. What is 7 plus 8 plus 9? 24. So you can see this way also you can do it. So this is what I got stuck by thinking it is 12. Okay, it is not 12. You can use any of those numbers like 16, 18, 24. Okay, so you just try. If you try it out, you can get it. But still, this is difficult. I gave this as only as the last resort, right? So this is difficult. Okay, so but it'll take some time. But now you know how to do it easily, right? You can use it. 2 into 16. Yes. No, 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 no. No. 501, it is wrong. Okay. It is wrong because you are getting 16, negative 16, but positive side you are getting 24. So that is why it is wrong. Yes. Okay, guys. We'll wind up the class here, guys. Just ping me if you have any doubts. I just send my number. Okay. And we'll wind up, guys. Okay. So